Finally, after an 11-hour drive, we are here in Chicago, Tinley Park. We are here on opening day before everybody else gets here, so maybe I can find some cool stuff before it goes. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mike with Leapin Reptile, back with another video today. We are checking out the inaugural Tinley Reptile Expo 2022, for me at least. I know it's not the first one, but yeah, I'm very excited to check out this expo and see what America has to offer. This will be my first American expo, so let's go check it out. 11-hour drive, fuel. Let's go. Let's all experience my very first Tinley Reptile Expo together. Starting with this insane entry with all the merchandise you can ever imagine. I can't think of a better way to start our expo experience with the Hognose legend himself, the boss, Jeff Galewood at JMG. Truth be told, all the incredible Hognoses you see on his Instagram are even crazier looking in person. I mean, check out this Mai Tai Conda. Like, what? Absolutely gorgeous. Jeff, you're so forthcoming with your knowledge. It was great talking to you, and finally you can put a name to our screen names, both Bree and myself. Truth be told, my goal for this expo is going to be diversity and showing off some of the stuff that isn't just ball pythons and crested geckos. Those will be saved towards the end of this video. Let's keep going. I found them all, though. See what I did there? And look, it's snake discovery as well.
No, Bob!
Here we have Dave in his natural habitat.
Hey, my name's Cole Abels. Right here, I got a pair of giant monkey anoles right here. It is I believe it is a prune pair as well. So I'm very excited to start a project with those. Costa Rican night lizards. So these are partho. So they'll reproduce without a mate. This right here is a female bar-neck scrub python. Scrub python is one of my favorite species. I'm not really into a lot of the like retic stuff.
Now I just have to show you guys the incredible array of animals that Jason Wagner brought to the show. His table was probably one of the coolest at Tinley's in terms of the actual animals he brought. Starting with these Sri Lankan leaf noses, like, are you kidding me? Then a pair of cat geckos and Calotes, Egernia, and these beautiful morphs of sand boas. But right here is the true gems of the table. Caphotis Dumbara. If these guys aren't CITES 1, they would have definitely been coming home with us. I would have had my own AC for them and everything. Unfortunately, I don't think they ended up selling at the expo, so I'll leave his link in the description down below for you guys to check it out. He has an incredible Instagram. Let's hear what he has to say about these gorgeous lizards.
We've been breeding them pretty consistently for the last 7 years. They do best in cooler temperatures. You know, they do best where it's like room temperature or below. Their best zone is like between 50 and 72 degrees. They don't like it much over, I mean, they can get up over 75, 78, but they don't like it that hot for too long. There's multiple generations now. There's several people breeding them in the United States. They eat fruit flies, small crickets, bean beetles, but they gotta be bigger animals, like almost adult size, to crush the bean beetles. And then you supplement with, you know, calcium and multivitamins. They're bold, they're active, they move around quite a bit. They like twigs, they like a sphagnum moss layer, and they like a cork backdrop, so they can climb on that. Okay. In the wild, they're living on bushes and in kind of the tree trunk zone. They're not up in the canopy.
What an incredible species. Shoot him a message on Instagram if you're interested. Before we get into the incredible amphibians, up next, I do need to fuel up with some cold-blooded caffeine. These guys were a lifesaver at the expo. I did end up buying some of their coffee and can't wait to use it. Man, I would love to have some coffee of my own someday. Now that we're caffeinated, we can move over to the beautiful amphibians from the man himself, Mike Novi at Rainforest Junkies. I must say it was fantastic being able to chat with Mike in person about the Crucio Hyla and where us Canadians might be going wrong. Following the conversation, we spent way too much money at Novi's table, so why don't you leave in the comment section which frog do you think we bought? It was also fantastic seeing Jared ruffing at the expo with Ruffing's Ranitomea, because you forget how gorgeous these frogs truly are when they're not hiding in their vivariums. Now that we've enjoyed some of the beauties at this expo, let's head over to our friends Maddie Smith and Tyler Rugge with Celestial Exotics.
So this is Valerian. He's one of our lily whites, and he has a really cool pattern. He's just very high contrast. It's very cool, the dark base and the bright paper white. He's a huge gecko too, for lily white especially. They're usually pretty small, and like he's one of our biggest geckos. This is everything but the bagel. He looks like a bagel, that's why. So he's from Pangea. He's a really just crazy super Dow. You don't see very many that are this high coverage. He doesn't have lineage because a lot of stuff from Pangea obviously doesn't, but we obviously think he's from a Damn Daniel line because he just looks like one of the crazy Damn Daniel kids. We love him. He's just one of the craziest super Dows we've seen.
Like on this other yeah. Those are sperm dogs. So
Reach Out Reptiles, welcome guys. So we do dwarf and super dwarf retics only. Some of the highlights that I want to show you for my buddy Mike here, some of the new stuff. This is brand new. This is a super phantom super dwarf. What does make this guy unique is that he's 100% Heifer aneurystic, which anery takes all the oranges out, which probably won't do anything to a white snake, but it might make him more translucent. And this leucistic has blue eyes, so if you could make white eyes on the blue eye Lucy, you would have a white snake with white eyes, which I think would be pretty cool. This is an orange ghost stripe, also very rare in super dwarf. Look how tiny that little cutie pie is. This one is possible het anery, and when you breed an orange ghost stripe, which looks like this, to a super phantom, for some reason you get the famous cow reticulated pipe. So the name of the game with super dwarfs is basically, people might have told you that you're entitled to your own opinion, which is true, but your opinion is wrong if you don't think that retics are the best snake on the planet, because they are. They just get too big for a lot of us to keep. So the more reliably small we can genetically produce retics, the better it's going to be for retics in the hobby. I got one more I'll show you. Come over here. These are pretty cool. I have what's called an orange glow. It's a dark strain of T-positive albino. So this orange glow is got all of the background color with those bright golds and silvers, but the dorsal pattern is very dark, almost like a coffee purplish gray. When you breed two of these together, the way those allelic genes double up and split from these, you will get purple albinos, orange glows like this, and then the Indo caramel. It doesn't exist yet in super dwarf, but it basically looks similar to this, except that the dorsal pattern is so dark that it's almost black instead of this purple.
I want to thank Garrett for spending so much time hanging out with us and showing me some beautiful retics. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
They're my Tinley cookies.
what's in Tinley cookies?
Chocolate chips. There's nothing special about them in the
When you say
way.
it like that, they're like,
There's no drugs, just deliciousness.
Not Phil with an F.
this is Phil.
No. I wonder how many times he's gonna get stopped today. Now, we couldn't have a Tinley video without showing off Brian at Sundown Reptiles table, because he, again, was one of the top tier vendors, showing off an incredible diversity from Strawforest to Australian leaf tails to Chahouas geckos, all the way down to some Crested geckos as well. I still come back to that like neon green one.
It's like ridiculous how green that is. Okay.
Okay, I was like, no way.
That's these pieces of wood are
They just like look at the scalation.
they look like cracked wood.
The inside of the mouths are fluorescent yellow. Yeah, they're wild. But I just love how like the scalation. That's like the best.
And I saved the ball pythons for the very last thing to show off at Tinley. Truth be told, I was a little disappointed with the variety at Tinley, so that's why I highlighted in this video. For those of you that wanted to watch the ball pythons, here you are. Now that you've seen the ball pythons, it's time to show you a little bit of bonus content filmed at Aquashella. I truly didn't film much at all, but I'd highly recommend going and experiencing it for yourself. If you're into fish tanks at all, it is the place to be. Oh, and Will, Mark, and Jay, you guys are the GOATs. Now let's go back to Tinley to wrap things up. And that is a wrap on Tinley 2022, you guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. This was one hell of an experience. I want to thank all of you that said hi. I hope those of you who got stickers and a few business cards from us, appreciate them. And thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Make sure you click subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later.